So welcome to Mind Body Access. We'll be doing Beginner Wheel 101. Right, you're going to learn everything that you need to know as starting off on the wheel. We're going to start with the wheel itself, this circle thing. Right, it's amazing. Helps open your back, shoulders, hip flexors, hamstrings, thighs. It works the entire body. Initially, it was just a back bending device, but now we have over 1,000 poses. We have sequences, we have workouts, fitness routines, inversion workshops, you name it. We could do it with this wonderful little device. As we move on it, we start to slowly advance with the postures. So we start with the most basic postures, which you'll be learning today. And you usually tend to practice it for about a month before you get comfortable. Sometimes just getting used to the wheel so it doesn't wobble, that's the first step. All right. This wheel is revolutionary. It's perfect balance of flexibility and strength. So when we teach our classes, when we're doing our classes, you're getting a really good balance, creating equanimity in the body and the mind. It's beautiful. Okay. So we're going to start with the most basic pose, which is neutral position. We're going to grab the wheel, and you're going to bring it to the base of the spine. From here, bring the feet in front of you. And just get used to the wheel being on the back. Feel it. Move it wherever you need to move it so it doesn't fall out of place. And now from here, you're going to bring the hands on the floor. And slowly, we're just going to push into the feet and arch back. Drop the head back. And now moving forward. Keep the hands on the ground. Keep pressure there. Inhale, come back, drop the head. And exhale, come forward. So here what we're doing is we're massaging the back. We're getting all the kinks out. We're loosening the muscles, warming them up, so that we can go into deeper poses. Now coming back to neutral position. This position is important because when we're upside down, if I need you to come back up, I'll say come back into neutral, and this is where we're going to come to. All right? So from here, bring the feet a little closer. The next pose we're going to do, we're going to hold the pose. And this is another form of getting used to the wheel, but it also helps sink the energy down, which helps the expansion. So we have to become really heavy to allow things to expand. If we're too tense and we're holding the breath, then nothing's going to loosen up. So in the beginning, you're going to feel a little tense because it is intense, the back bending, but eventually you'll be able to start to exhale into it. Okay, so that's the goal, is to just let the body melt heavier and heavier. All right, so we're going to go back. You're going to bring the top of the head on the wheel. Maybe the top of the head doesn't reach the floor. Just go back as far as you can. Okay, but we can keep the arms in the same position together. So from here, push into the ground. Drop the head back. Go back as far as you can. Walk the feet close. If the head touches the floor, or if not, bring the arms out beside you. Palms face up. And take a deep breath in together. And exhale, let everything fall heavy. Feel the rib cage, the intercostal muscles, the abdomen, everything expand and open with every exhale. Becoming heavier and heavier. Even relax the toes, relax the face, the jaw, the arms, shoulders, hands, fingers. Become really heavy. Allow the wheel to fully support the weight of the body. And slowly bringing the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, and slowly come all the way up. Okay. Bringing the hands behind the head helps support the neck as you come up. So if you have any neck issues, or maybe you feel like it's too much, just bring the hands here anytime we're moving from back bend to upward position. All right. Again, in the beginning as well, back bends could be really intense. So after one back bend, we like to do a forward fold. We start in puppy position. Hips are right over the knees, tops of the feet are down. Grab the wheel, just to start. And then when you feel like you have good balance, bring the hands in prayer. From here, push the wheel forward, bring the head down between the arms. And just start by breathing here. Feel the shoulders opening up, gentle bounces up and down. Massage, moving back and forth. Arch the back. Breathe in as you roll forward, exhale as you roll back. Slowly coming up. So now we're going to bring the left hand on the wheel right in front of you. We're going to reach your right arm up. Arch all the way back, look up. Feel the right side of the ribs expanding. Twist, thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath, the right shoulder hits the ground, right ear hits the ground, and reach the wheel forward in front of you. You could go on your fingertips with the wheel and push into the wheel to help you rotate the torso. Look up at the ceiling underneath the left arm. Breathe here. Pull the navel in. Twist a little more. And go to the other side. Right hand goes on the wheel, right in front of you. Inhale, lift up. Stay here for a few breaths. Breathe and lengthen up toward the ceiling. Exhale, twist a little more. Thread the needle. Left arm goes underneath. Walk the wheel forward. Don't look so serious. And gracefully coming back up. We're going to do some more forward folds now, some basic forward folds. We're going to start with the left leg bent in. Wheel goes out in front of you, and the right leg goes on top of the wheel. So you're going to bring the wheel right underneath the arch of the foot. At first, we're going to grab the closest side of the wheel. Inhale, look up. Breathe in, straighten the spine. And exhale, bend the elbows next to the leg. You could bend the knee if you need to. And if you can, reach for the furthest end of the wheel. Drop the forehead to the shin. And try not to grip the wheel so tight. Leave a little looseness in the fingers. Feel the hamstrings opening up, the back lengthening. Switch your legs. So now the right leg comes in, left leg comes on top. Now if you have trouble and your knee is really high, right, when your leg's like this, what you're going to do is you're going to straighten that bottom leg. It makes it a little more comfortable for the spine to be straight. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Grab the furthest end of the wheel if you can. If this is even too hard, you could grab your foot. And just rest here. Again, keep it bend in your knee if you need to. And gracefully coming up. Break the pose. Now from here, both legs on the wheel. I like to keep a bend in my knee to start. Right? When you just crank into forward fold, sometimes it's a little much for the back. So we want to keep a nice soft bend. Keep everything relaxed, and we want to glue the abdomen to the thighs. So again, we always start off with a straight spine. And then on the exhale, you bend forward, bend the elbows, abdomen is glued. Grab the furthest end of the wheel. If you can, straighten the legs. Or grab the foot. You can even grab the toes in yogi toe grip. And surrender down into the pose. We found for the wheel, it's great and best to hold the pose for 3 to 5 breaths as beginners. As you advance more, maybe we could hold it for 10, 20 breaths. They say that the first 20 breaths is just the beginning of the pose. You're just getting into it. The yoga scriptures. That's where the pose begins. It's after 20. But in the wheel class, after 3. And gracefully coming back up. Move the wheel. I'm going to show you some hip openers, side hip openers. You could do this while watching TV. Have some popcorn, some drinks. So for beginners, same thing. You want the leg out. One leg is out, left leg is on top, just like this. Put the side of the foot on the wheel, and we're going to grab underneath, just like this. So you could grab closer or further, depending on your flexibility. From here, maybe you just stay here. Spine straight, rolling back and forth. Close the eyes. You could even grab the foot if that's a little more comfortable for you. But if you have a little more room, flexibility, start to move down, head toward the foot. And just feel the outside of the hip. Wherever the tension is, bring your mind to it. And learn to exhale. Breathe out. And let's go to the other side. Switch. Left leg is straight. Right leg goes on top. And for beginners, it's better to move into the pose, right? We don't want to just go down, right? We want to gracefully glide into it. So first, get all those knots out. It's usually the myofascia, it's holding on to tension. And once you get that out, then you could hold the pose. So we like to move, then hold. Now from here, find your grip. Inhale, look up, and exhale, forward fold. Remember, relax the fingertips, relax the face, eyebrows. Go even further. And coming up. Now we're gonna focus on the legs. This is great for runners or cyclists. We're gonna bring the wheel underneath the left leg. Knee is down, top of the foot is down. This pose is called Kapiyasana, monkey pose. I don't know why it's called monkey pose. Okay, start with the hands on the knees. Just get comfortable. Be used to the wheel, putting all the weight onto the wheel. The right hip is moving forward, left hip back. Lift the chest, look up. And exhale, push into the leg, arch back. If you want, you can reach the arms over the head, bend the elbows, and expand the chest. Feel the collarbone opening. Down. Bring the wheel out from underneath you. Wheel here, you use it as support. Tuck the back toes, lift the right knee up, and just start to rock back and forth. If you're a little more flexible, you could go on your forearms, almost like a lizard pose. Bounce a little up and down. Drop the knee down. If you can, you keep the right forearm down. Lift the right leg, grab the inside of the foot, look over the left shoulder. If not, just keep the foot down and look over the left shoulder. And switch. Gracefully, no fall. Like I said in the beginning, the wheel feels a little funny. Sometimes it may wobble a bit, but once you get used to it, it becomes easier and easier. Okay, get comfortable, find your balance. Once you find it, bring the hands on the knees, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, arch back. Wiggle a little. Reach the arms over the head. Pull the elbows back toward the mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And gracefully coming out. Again, tuck the toes, bring the knee in a little, and bring the wheel to the inside of the leg. Lift the left knee, rock back and forth. Bounce up and down. And when and if you're ready, bring the forearms down. If you run a lot like me, the hip flexors are really tight. Hip flexors and shoulders are really important for your back bending practice. So we want to have nice balance, opening the legs. We also sit in chairs all day long. That's why our hip flexors are really tight. Drop the left knee down, keep the left forearm on the wheel, pick up the left leg, look over the right shoulder. I always forget my arms from my legs in yoga, and right from your left. Try to sink the hips a little lower, arch the upper back. And break the pose. Now from here, sit down on the heels, child's pose. Drop the head between the arms, wiggle the shoulders side to side. Bounce a little up and down. Maybe put your hands in prayer. You'll feel it a little deeper. Even if you go on your fingertips, you'll feel it even more. Slowly rolling up. For our next beginner pose, we're going to do press-up handstands. I'm only kidding. That could be a beginner pose. All right, we're going to do some core exercise now. So we're going to grab the wheel. So we have two options. If you have good core strength, you're going to lift the knees off the ground. If you're still working on it, that's fine. You're going to roll the wheel out in front of you, and you're going to just drop the hips to the floor. Okay? This way. If you feel like you can, you're going to lift the legs up. So go ahead. I think we're all strong enough. Okay. No shaking. Breathing in, pull the navel in, squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the heels together. Breathe into it. Lift the right leg up. This is a little more advanced than beginner, but it's fun. Try the other leg. Okay, drop the leg. There you go. Sit back onto the heels. And just shake your arms out. Shake everything out. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Now we're going to go into our deep back bend today. So as you see, we like to warm the body up, warm the muscles up. We move slowly until we get into the deeper aspects of back bends and shoulders. And we do this because the body's not warm yet. It's as simple as that. We have to warm it up in order to really stretch more into the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm up by bringing the feet almost in hero position. And the wheel moves back behind you. You're going to lean back on the wheel. Keep the seat on the floor and just arch all the way back. Now from here, just as an exercise, you're going to push into the tops of the feet and lift the hips up. And exhale, drop the hips down. Lift the hips all the way up. Squeeze the glutes and drop it down. Again, breathing up. Drop it down. And bring the hands behind the head. Interlace your fingers. Bend the elbows in toward the nose and come all the way up, supporting the back. And release the arms down. Now from here, separate the feet a little wider. So you want the feet on the outside of the wheel. So you don't want to roll over your toes. From here, we're going to roll the wheel back until it hits the upper back. Reach the arms up over the head and just bend the elbows. Grab the wheel with your hands. Fingers are on the inside, thumbs are on the outside. Bring the elbows in toward your head. Drop the head back, and from here, just practice lifting the hips up, dropping it down. Again, lifting it up, pushing to the tops of the feet, dropping it down. Now tuck the chin, look up toward me. We're going to take our thumbs on the closest end of the wheel right here. We're going to push into the ground and bring it back toward the sacrum. Again, lift up toward the sacrum. Again, push into the ground with the tops of the feet. And now reach the arms over your head in prayer. Arch back. Your hands may not touch the ground. That's okay. Go as far as you can, like gravity. Bring everything down. Settle it into the earth. Now bring the hands to heart center. And come back up. And one more time, we're going to go a little deeper. So you're going to grab the wheel with the thumbs. You're going to roll it in. And now we're going to sit on it with the lower back. From here, we're going to interlace your fingers. You're going to bring the thumbs underneath the chin. So go all the way back and push the head, the chin toward the floor. Breathe into the throat. You guys look like wheel warriors. It's a great pose after you eat. No, it's not. Make sure before you do the wheel, you give yourself at least 2 hours after you eat. And bring the hands behind the head, interlace your fingers, and coming all the way up. So after every back bend, we like to do a twist in this class. So bring the wheel out in front of you. You're going to bring the wheel through the left leg. Bring the right foot on top. Right hand to the base of the spine. And we're going to push into the wheel with the elbow. Hand like this, look over the right shoulder, twist. Every inhale, lengthen. Mini cobra with your upper back. Exhale, arch. Look over the right shoulder. And switch your legs. We like to turn to the right first, then the left. This is the yogi way. From here, right hand goes on the wheel, left hand goes behind, lengthen up, exhale, twist. And we go to the right first because the ascending colon is on the right side, and then it goes to the descending colon. So you're wringing yourself out as if you were a wet cloth, getting rid of any remaining toxins out of the body. Breaking the pose. So every class we like to end with meditation. So find a partner. We're going to sit here with our legs crossed. If you don't have a partner, you can use the wall. Sarah, you want to use the wall with me? So bring the wheel to the mid-back. Same thing on the wall. It helps keep the spine straight. If you need to, you could sit on a block If your hips are really high, or if worse comes to worse, you don't have a block, you could just keep the legs straight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. Bring the hands to the center of the chest. Thank you guys for sharing this beginner practice with me. Namaste. Actually, namago.